Hello everyone, Mind of an Empath here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hello, I hope you're doing well. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified next time I upload a video, which it has been a while. And I'm sorry guys, I've just been extremely busy. All I do all day right now is schoolwork, so I really haven't had time to really make a video. But I did have a little bit of time today, so I decided that I would do a video on something I've been thinking about for a long time: how to talk about being an empath. How do you explain to other people, your loved ones, what an empath is? It is not an easy task, I tell you that much. Now, before I begin, I'd like to explain what an empath is, just in case there are people who don't know. An empath is a person who is sensitive to the emotional energy of others. Many empaths can also feel the pain and illnesses of other people. The difference between empathy and being an empath is that many empaths literally take on the emotions of others, while empathy is being able to be empathetic towards a person, but you don't literally feel how they feel. Everything is energy, and empaths can tap into that energy without even trying to. On one end of the spectrum, there are narcissists, and narcissists do not feel empathy. On the other hand, empaths have empathy, but we also take on the emotions of others. One of the worst things that I have to deal with is pain and sickness that I feel when I'm around certain people. I think everyone has the ability to be an empath. The problem is that all our lives we have been taught that being sensitive makes you weak. It's bad. And it has desensitized people to the point where they will ignore the struggles of other people. This concept can explain how people can be so cruel. We see it everywhere. We see it every day. Everyone is desensitized. Most people do not have empathy towards their fellow humans or animals. This can make it hard to explain to people that you are so sensitive that you can literally feel the emotions and pain of other people. It's quite frustrating, actually. It's quite frustrating. It can be awkward trying to explain to people what an empath is, especially since you are an empath and you can tell whether they're open to it or they think you're nuts. People don't like things that take them out of their comfort zone because they don't understand it. Since it's a personal experience, many people will reject it because they want proof. I cannot count how many times I have been called weird. I've always been a loner because I never really felt like I fit in, and because I refuse to be someone I am not. I am not a fan of gossip. I am not a fan of small talk. It's just, I'm not going to be someone that I'm not. So I embraced my weirdness. I embraced it. I embraced my awkwardness. I embraced my empath so I can be unapologetically me, authentically me. Since I have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page, my friends, family, boyfriend, they all want to know what it means, what an empath is. And I've tried to explain it, but I'm pretty sure that they didn't believe it or didn't understand it, because like I said, it's not something that they can see. They need to experience something in order to really understand it. So I tried a different approach to the topic. Personally, I found that the best way to spark a conversation about empaths is by being an empath. Also, I follow my intuition and I express when I feel like something isn't right, if it's not a good idea. And then I just sit back and wait for my knowing to be confirmed. Or if I feel their pain, I would ask them, how are you? How are you doing? And then I would let them know that, well, I'm feeling that same pain over here. You should go to the doctor. If I get a feeling that someone wants something, I'll say something before they say it. If I get a feeling that someone wants something, I'll say it before they ask. And if I feel pain or a health issue surrounding the person, I will let them know. And then, mainly, I just will ask, are you okay? How are you feeling? And then when they tell me, I say, well, I ask because my side is hurting, With my boyfriend, it is hilarious to me because before he can say something, I say it because I know that he wants to say it. I don't know how I know, I just know. And it drives him completely nuts. Him and my brother both called me a witch because I told them that their football team was going to lose and then they lost. So that means that I'm a witch. It's obvious that I'm a witch. And he will ask me, they both will ask me, how did you know that? How could you possibly know that? And I have a very silly sense of humor, and honestly, it is extremely hilarious to me because I tried to explain to them what I was and that I can feel their feelings. I know, when they're in pain, I can feel that emotional energy, and they didn't believe me. So the best way that I felt like I could talk about being an empath or to spark a conversation about it was, as I said, be an empath. Now, this doesn't mean that you should tell people, you're a liar. I know you're lying. No, don't do that. Don't do stuff like that. I don't think that's a good idea. You can remove yourself from a situation, but at the same time, I'm not for that. What I'm speaking about is when you're talking to your loved ones, when you're talking to your family, your close friends, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be. And these steps, when I decided I was going to do this, it was because I was tired of my boyfriend not believing me. So, like I said, I just started saying stuff. I would finish his sentences. I would say something before he would say it or at the same time as he would say it. I would get an urge to eat certain things. And then when I come in, I was just thinking about that. I said, I know. The surprise look on their faces makes it very much worth it. They start to think about it and it all clicks together. Okay, that's how she knew that, or that's how she knew that. Two of my brothers, I've actually told them that the girl they were with one, I told him she was going to leave him when she went to college. I said she thinks she's too good for you. And we got into a very bad argument. I mean, a very bad argument. And within a week, she broke up with him. And he would not talk to me. He sat in his room listening to music until he finally got over it. But he did apologize to me. He did. And then my other brother, I told him that his girlfriend was cheating on him. And then he caught her. So turned out to be true. Those are the things when I say I know something and then I just sit back and wait for the knowing to be confirmed. Since I have embraced being an empath, I have no trouble talking about it. I used to think it was very odd. I get tired of being called weird, but now I embrace it. I embrace my empath. I completely let go and stop thinking negatively about it. I quit doing that to myself. And I have learned since I quit feeling like it was a curse that it has come to help me through many, many situations. So here's the thing. I don't care what people think. It took me a long time to get to that point, but I did. And you shouldn't care what people think about you either. Whether they believe you or not, you should not care about that. But when you have people that are close to you, you want them to know what's going on, so because that is how you're able to set boundaries. When you can explain that I need some me time, I need you to sleep on the couch or something, and just let me have a little time to myself so I can rejuvenate. I can only be me. I can't be anybody else. I can't be this person. I can't be that person. I can only be me, and I am an empath. Now, when it comes to my family and my close friends, yes, I want them to understand, because there are times when I am just completely overwhelmed and I need my boyfriend to understand why I need him to sleep on the couch, because I need me time. I need time to gather my energy back, to rejuvenate, and I feel lucky that I have him, because he will do it. He knows if I'm overwhelmed and he will go on, and he gives me my alone time anytime I ask for it. But everybody's not the same. But whenever you can explain to people what being an empath is, they won't be upset when you set boundaries. Now, this is what has helped me. But it may not work for everyone, because like I said, everyone is different. Some people are more skeptical than other people. Some people aren't as open-minded as other people. I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by people who are open enough to listen to what I have to say, and after, certain things happen, they say, okay, there's something's going on there. It is. So how do you talk about being an empath? Is there anyone who has success stories? Please leave them in the comments below so we can have a discussion about this. I also think that I'm probably going to go live very soon, so we can, have a discussion about this as well, because I feel like this is very important. I think it is very important that empaths are able to express themselves and be who they are without having to suppress the fact that they're an empath because of fear of ridicule. We shouldn't feel that way. We should not feel that way. It's just we have the sixth or seventh or eighth sense. That's what it is, and nothing can change that. No doubt, no amount of doubt, no amount of ridicule can change who you are at all. So, as I said, if any of you have any success stories with explaining how to be an empath, please put them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the notification bell. I think I'm going to go live very soon. You don't want to miss it. Have a good day.